Ashwini is saying I should start in Kannada, so I'm going to say something, some token thing in Kannada. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ಒಂದು 2-3 ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಆದರೆ ಈಗ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So we were going to ask a pleasant question and perhaps an unpleasant question. I think we're going to ask only unpleasant questions. So please do forgive us. So I will ask Ashwini to start with a question.
I think much has been spoken about the governance issue that, today everybody is addressing, whether it's the central leadership or the state leadership. I think I'd like to ask a question to Mr. Scindia, who's held many portfolios, has been in the government for many years in power. You have worked under awards like, Mr. Bommai, Mr. Patel, Mr. Deve Gowda. We want to know, Mr. Ramakrishna Hegde, so we want to know how has governance changed since then and what can be done to address this issue?
Earlier, I became a minister in the year 1983. Earlier to that, about 10 years, I was a youth leader. And to start with, in 83, people like Krishna Yar, people like T.R. Shamanna, they were all there, as the legislators of Bangalore city. And in the assembly, we used to discuss for hours together about the problems of Bangalore city which is facing today. The problems have become more and discussion has become very less. So the demands also has changed. Because earlier, I have been in Bangalore from 1964, almost 50 years. And things were very, very different, as all of us know, all of you know, things were very different in Bangalore. Now, problems are also different. In 64, 70 or 83 for that matter, the traffic congestion was not so much at all. The floating population was also very less. And I should say, drinking water was not a problem at that time, not of this. And now the demands have changed and things have become more complicated.
No,
and
but
governance also.
Mr. Scindia, actually I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, please.
Because I think the audience here actually not only knows the problems, we suffer the problems. See, I'm asking you a direct question because you were a student activist. You were one of the young and really efficient ministers in the Ramakrishna Hegde government. You're a qualified engineer. You understand. And yet I think, in my opinion, I don't know how many of you share this, you're in the wrong party. I will tell you how I think you're in the wrong party. I will say 3 things, sir. I want you to respond to this.
Please.
The first is that you're a regional party. And you call yourselves Janata Dal Secular. But everybody knows, who has got even the most fundamental understanding of politics, that you're anything but secular. That you base your votes on certain communities, which is actually doing injustice to the name itself. The second thing is, many of us feel this very strongly, that you are from the city, but most of these regional party politicians, in fact the disease is spread even to the major parties, and the BJP is also mainly guilty of this. You feel you can get elected elsewhere and come and be in the city and don't have to care for it because you have to get elected elsewhere. And we feel that a kind of stepmotherly treatment is given to Bangalore city. That's the second thing. And the third thing is, I could go on with a big list, but I'm going to say only these. The third thing is, the population of Bangalore city has doubled in the last 10 years. A lot of them have come from not just outside Bangalore, but outside Karnataka. And what is the sense of regional you mean when you talk to them? And I'm saying it's because, I say all this because we have the deepest respect for you. You know that I've known you personally for many years as well. And I think you should be candid and speak because the politics that your party represents has become, I fear, irrelevant for this city. How do you respond to that?
your question is too political. And it is difficult for me to answer to such an audience. One can understand what can be my feelings. You also understand what is that. And why do the regional parties go to the center of politics? Because the national parties have failed to the aspirations of the people. If the national parties were to act, then the question of regional parties does not come. Number one. Why do they depend only on some groups, as you said? Yes, it is a fact. Most of the regional parties in the country, they depend on there are a particular tribe or a community or a caste or whatever you call. It is so. That is because in those particular states, the national party leadership has not succeeded. I should say that. That's one. Second thing, as far as governance is concerned, I don't think the political parties, everybody in their manifesto, we say the same thing. But when actually question of implementation comes, it all depends on the leader. See, Hegde was also, Ramakrishna Hegde, was a man in 1983, when Bangalore was still good. He thought of the Bangalore fourth stage of Bangalore city. He talked of the metro. He talked of the IT technology. He talked of the international airport. And he laid foundations for most of the public sector big hospitals. So regional parties means they do not just, it all depends on the leadership as the governance is concerned. And let us be very frank, the muscle power and the money power, whether it is in regional parties or in the most of the national parties, that is coming to the center stage. It is there. I support VPAT. I support this leadership program. For the reason, a good beginning has been made. At least the elected representatives will start thinking in terms of other than money and muscle. Because it has become like any other business. And in business you require a capital. But here you don't require a capital. This is a business without investments. You get returns. So naturally everybody wants to be in this kind of a business.
Well, then we'll have to ask Mr. Prithvi Reddy, representing Aam Aadmi Party, what he thinks about your views. Do we need money and muscle power, which they have shown otherwise in the Delhi elections?
I'm not going to answer this question in response to my fellow panelists' opinion, but let's realize that what happened on the 8th of December in Delhi was historic. It was historic because we actually demonstrated, people of Delhi actually demonstrated, that winnability was redefined. Please understand, I completely agree with the views of Mr. Scindia, because all this time, winnability in politics was defined by money, religion, caste, muscle power, and all the wrong reasons. I think we've made a great beginning in Delhi, and I do hope Bangalore is ready for our.
Prithvi, congratulations on the Aam Aadmi Party's.
Thank you. Prakash, you need to cut me some slack because these are senior politicians. I'm a 3-day-old party, so you need to alter your questions.
I asked Mr. Scindia that because I think he's the frankest, the most engaged. I know many of he goes and stays in villages. He's trying to form a group, of thinkers who can actually think big initiatives for the country. He's in fact invited me and scolded me for not actually being part of it.
Prakash, can I take just one moment? I'd like to just add something a little further to what I just said. Let's honestly realize that all these days, the leaders who were elected were not nominated, but they were still elected, right? I think for the first time in the country, someone's talking about an alternate and not a substitute. And that's the difference. I think most parties are realizing. I'm happy to hear leaders of the other parties also recognizing, reading the writing on the wall and realizing that there is a new age politics and people are ready to reclaim democracy.
Prithvi, my question is this. I think while we all share the euphoria of Aam Aadmi Party's victory, I think the clarity with which you articulated your opposition to what was wrong with the established parties and the way you framed an agenda to tackle them, I think you have been very successful. And those of us who may have underestimated you have seen that we were wrong. But I feel, going further, I suspect you don't have as clear an agenda for governance. I think you know clearly what you're against. But what you're for and how you're going to achieve does not seem to be clear to many of us. Am I wrong in thinking that?
Okay, I prepared just for 3 answers and that question wasn't included. But let me be quite honest about this. Why are we making governance a rocket science? I think all of us know what the problems are and what the solutions are. I think it's a question of implementation. I think it is seriously a question of political will and political compulsions as to why we are in this situation today. I'll give you a small answer. We're talking about the problems of Bangalore. Do you really think, unless you have geographically divided growth, let me say, across the state, you think Bangalore city will ever sustain the growth that we are going to have? Now, I know that the previous couple of governments are talking about industrial township near Narsapura, but you see what they have done. They have created an industrial, they have just bought land from the farmers and created this huge industrial estate where they're telling people, we'll give you land in Narsapura. Honestly, do you think that's going to work? Don't you think there has to be a township, not just with schools, colleges, hospitals, but even entertainment? Otherwise, do you think people from Bangalore are actually going to go there? Do you think the industry can actually create the infrastructure of road, transport, ports, etc.? So I think everyone knows. I was at a CII conclave where I think every couple of years they keep writing these reports and giving it to the government. So it's not like the solutions are not known. I strongly believe that it was a matter of political will.
Thank you, Prithvi. My next question is to Rizwan. It's really, because you're young, I can ask this easily. Why has the Congress party failed to read what young people are thinking?
See, the performance of Congress party in recent elections and the issues we are discussing, there are many correlations into it. And otherwise also, what I can put along is, the art of governance and art of winning elections are two different things, unfortunately. Not every time a performing party gets re-elected. Not every time a non-performing party is defeated in the elections. Somewhere organizations like BPAC and like-minded organizations, the way atmosphere is being created, I think the performance and getting elected will be correlated in coming days. That will be the biggest achievement of organizations like BPAC. And today, parties, new parties like Aam Aadmi Party, unconventional political, they are politicians. They are not conventional politicians, coming from different backgrounds and forming a party. Yes, they have crossed first stage of winning an election. And I feel the same discussion with the same Prithvi Reddy, Rizwan and PGR Sindhia Saab should be held after 2 years when Aam Aadmi Party runs a government. And we sit and discuss the same issues here. If yes, they can perform and not a Congress and BJP and Janata Dal, then we should accept that kind of politics wholeheartedly. It is too early to judge things and say that this is a party and that is a party, which is good for the city or not good for this country. And I also feel that Mr. Pai was also referring to my leader for the populist schemes. Populist schemes are not, identified with only one single party. Every political party, I said, to win the elections are not exactly defensive. I just wanted to be, clear. When Raman Singh has 1 rupee kg rice and wins back an election, that is not talked about. When we bring a food security bill, we are criticized. That is the problem. Criticism and appreciation should be fair to all political parties, to all the politicians, including the new party like AAP. Thank you.
Well, Aarti, you're a new age party too, representing Lok Sabha. What do you think of this young gentleman, Now Bharat? So what do you think about the young gentleman Rizwan's view that, we don't talk about other parties giving rice for 1 rupee and we, make much out of the food security bill?
First of all, I think we have to do a better job of us letting Bangalore people know about us so that we are not called different names. Yes, we are actually, I don't